Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WC-TV Game of the Week. I am Paul Breece along with Parker Hazard. We are here at Franklin High School as the Ravenwood Raptors travel across town here at Franklin High School. And there is the tip by the Raptors, won by the Raptors, and the Franklin Rebels will jump into their 1-3-1 defense that they will start with, end with, never get out of. As you see the student section in front of us filled up for the Rebellion. And Parker, I know it's your first time to see the Rebels this year.
Yeah, Paul, it is, and atmosphere is just as good as I remember it, and I'm really anxious to see the matchups strictly down low with Ashari Hainsworth from Franklin matched up against, I believe that's Regan Carlson down low, the senior forward for Ravenwood, and then Sterling Craig, big number 50, Ravenwood, has that height and size down low. With Matt Thurman, the 6'7" sophomore, down low against him. And then as well as Reed Kemp, number 4, bringing down the ball. A lot of playmakers for this Rebels team.
Jordan Bruce on the miss 3, and here comes the Raptors in transition. And here comes the foul.
Looks like
that's going to be on Reed Kemp. I'll check that, Matt Thurman. So we talked about the Franklin Rebels leading the district 7-1, picked up a big win over second place Brentwood on Tuesday night. And the Raptors sit at 6th place at 4-5. So Ravenwood's going to need a win here to try to climb into the top. Like to see the top 4 if you're coming into tournament play here.
Yeah, big 3-point win by the Rebels. Solidifying themselves in first place over the Brentwood Bruins. And the Ravenwood Raptors, led by Patrick Whitlock, the 13th year head coach for the Raptors. This is kind of one of those games to kind of get them back on track to kind of get themselves ready for district play, and would be a big game here against the Rebels at home. And so far, slow start for both teams. Each team picking up a foul.
So a 2-3 defense here by the Raptors here on the out-of-bounds play. And keep your eye on Reese Glover, number 3 right there. As the 3 on his uniform represents a lot of mini shots that he is going to take.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. You right on cue by you, Paul. Glover averaging 24 points a game. Try to give it to him again. Averaging that 24 points a game and 48% field goal percentage. Not bad at all for the senior guard. And good defense there. Reagan Carlson on Glover, able to force that turnover.
So, again, it's all about trying to find a solution for this Rebel 1-3-1 defense. And getting good looks is one thing, but getting them to fall is going to be the question.
Yeah, so far it's showing to be pretty tough. Raptors can't even try to get it inside.
A contested 3, but hit by Rex Gaynor.
We see you, Gaynor. Great shot there by number 5, faking that pass on the wing and able to dream home the first 3 points for the Raptors. Will that be able to work all night, though, is the question.
Yeah, nice assist by Glover. Drew the attention, and Hainsworth, the recipient.
Yeah, great kisser off the glass by Hainsworth. Good play all around by the Rebels.
The Rebels lost to the Raptors lost to the Rebels 43-41 back in December. So a low-scoring contest. And a nice play. Sterling Craig, you talked about the big fella.
Big man down low. Great finish by Sterling. Paul, you're saying that's a three-point game. Yeah, it was low scoring, but hey, could be a tale of what we might be seeing tonight with both teams going back and forth. Wow.
A very interesting offensive set as we saw Reese Glover that time go into post, get the feed, and then hit a little fall away 15-footer right there. Craig, as Hainsworth is going to get the foul.
Yeah, Hainsworth grabbing at the official saying it was all ball, but I think nonetheless that's a good foul, forcing Sterling to get the 2 points the hard way. We'll see if it works out for the Rebels in that matter as he hits the first one.
Well, here comes and a standing ovation for number 15 for Franklin, Finley Long. He's had to sit out all year for medical reasons, and his first appearance.
Well, good deal. Welcome to the game, Mr. Long. 6'1" senior forward.
Yep, great young man.
Goodness gracious.
How about that?
Cash money downtown. Glover's
Parker.
3 for 3.
That, my friend, is Reese Glover. Get a little taste of what he can do. Whoops, that may have been a walk. Now Finley Long, the young man that just came in, he's not going to give you a whole lot of points. He doesn't really need to, matter of fact, but the guy can take a charge with the best of them, and he's a great defender.
Yeah, he look after that that last possession by the Raptors. He definitely looks like a great presence on defense for them, and really, in the long run, that's most important.
Here we go.
And unfortunate travel call there, Glover. Reed Kemp showing off the stroke from outside as well.
Coach Whitlock, he's gonna get some water right there. The longtime Raptors coach.
Yeah, I'm tired already from watching the first 5 minutes of this ball game, Paul.
Good shot, Thurman on the board.
Connor English just fresh off the bench, unable to hit on that last possession.
Step back three. Glover, no. Craig with the rebound.
So he is human. We do know that now. Franklin doing a healthy dose of substitutions there on the sidelines. Two guys ready to check in.
Well,
looks like they called a foul on Hainsworth there.
That's going to be a second.
At first, I was going to say that was good defense by the young man, but unfortunate second foul call on Hainsworth.
Yeah, when you're 6'4" and you just take a wrong step and you run over, you may run over somebody.
Yeah, with his size, he's definitely gonna have that physical presence out there against a lot of guys in this district. And just swarming defense by the Rebels. And as you mentioned before, Paul, Finley Long there coming from the free throw line down low to attempt to get that rebound. Good hustle by him.
Great defender, always seems to be in the right spot. And oh, nice play. Is that Craig?
Yes, sir. Pick and pop by the big man, showing off a little bit of range.
So Reed Kemp, the sophomore, leading the way. Reese Glover is out. Hainsworth is out. Jordan Breece is out. Let's see who's going to step up and score for the Rebels right here.
Another defensive stop by the Raptors. Yeah, it looks like Kemp and Thurman are the only two starters out there on the court right now. And
Thurman
again.
Is.
Oh,
Finley
you
Long.
called it.
He's back, and the crowd loves it.
Great job by Long there, able to brace himself with the significantly taller Craig. And I believe about 5 minutes ago, Paul, you called that as far as Long being able to take the charge really well.
And probably may not be his last one of the night.
After seeing that, I can probably guarantee you're right. And, Trevor Andrews, or excuse me, Alif Williams into the game for the Raptors, number 23.
Now this should be a good matchup right here. Thurman, fade away. I'm sure Coach Joins would like to see him kind of attack the rim more instead of fading away, but nonetheless, not a bad shot.
Yeah, up against the senior forward, Houston Chapman there with good defense against Thurman.
So Glover and Hainsworth in for. And back in as Kemp and Thurman go out.
So 2 starters for 2 starters. And Breece anxiously waiting to check back in as he comes in right now. And another turnover by the Raptors. But a smaller lineup for the Rebels out there right now. Actually, same for the Raptors as well. Nice pass.
Wide open.
Why not?
Yep. And I believe that's going to be Gaynor on the fouls. He's kind of undercut Bevan right there, number 20.
Looks like they're calling him on a push. I don't know. The smaller guy usually doesn't pick up the foul in those situations.
Wow, that's deep. Three.
Money.
Gaynor. The junior.
Yeah, showing off his range there. Hand in his face, able to find the bottom of the net. Raptors taking the lead, Paul.
Well, it's going to be a foul away from the ball.
Looks like they got Andrews, number 23, on that one. Excuse me, Alif Williams. Not sure what.
Well, I would say are your kids properly equipped? That's the question the referees always ask.
Right,
the coaches.
for sure.
Hainsworth had some pre-wrap. It looked like around his knees.
Yeah, I saw that in pregame shoot around. I was curious as to what that was for, but
it kind of supports the patella. You know, if you have, when you're growing faster than you should be, sometimes you get achy knees.
Understandable.
Hainsworth finishes here at the buzzer. At the end of one, it's your Franklin Rebels 12 and the Ravenwood Raptors 11 here on our WC-TV Game of the Week. Paul Breece and Parker Hazard here, as it is a close game to start out with, as the crowd is still coming in.
Yeah, still filing in, probably getting the tail end of that Franklin traffic. And going back to that final score by Hainsworth, as we see him there getting re-wrapped up, great find by Glover, finding him on the inside on the well-played cut by Hainsworth. And along with Glover, I would assume to see Hainsworth with a healthy dose of touches as well, with 14.5 points a game, with a 65% field goal percentage. So he gets some shots up for sure.
Our first quarter of play is over. Heading into the second quarter. See a big crowd on hand at Franklin High School on going to be a long weekend for everyone.
It's Martin Luther King, right?
Absolutely,
MLK
the
weekend.
holiday. But if you were a teacher, Parker, you would know that. It's just,
Yeah, no,
anytime we get a
absolutely.
day off, we know
I
exactly.
understand. I understand. My mother's a retired school teacher as well, so that was always a fun thing for her. But being out of school now, I am so lost with all these holidays and time off with school. It's just news to me usually.
That's right. So yes, Monday off, and now we are.
I mean, hey, what better way to start a 3-day weekend with a good district matchup in high school basketball?
Yeah. So here we go. Start of second half play. Gainer for 3.
Splashed again.
And the Raptors take the lead. And after an emotional win over Brentwood on Tuesday, you didn't know if Franklin would come out a little flat. Ravenwood has a lot to play for.
Absolutely. This is definitely a statement game for them to show that they're not going anywhere and they are able to stick with this Rebels team who has dominated for most of the year, practically all year, with that 8-1 record in conference.
No turnover. Sanchez comes out with it, gives it to Glover. He's going to go to the rack and finish.
Just makes it look easy, Paul.
Yeah. And the Raptors going to push the issue. Gator for 3. Got it. Wow.
We see you, number 5. He's 3 for 3 out from behind the line, if I'm not mistaken.
There he is. Kemp going to take it. Block.
And 1.
He's going to confer. That ball went in.
Looks like there's a little confusion by the officials.
I think they said, did the basket go in?
The basket is good.
So Kemp having a chance to tie this ball game up with this free throw, 3-point play. You see big Hainsworth back in the game for the Rebels.
Missed by Kemp, sophomore. Now quick pass. And it just couldn't buy the basket. It was that down there, 15. Connor English.
And that was a good find by English.
Yeah.
Down low to Chapman, just not able to finish there. It was a good looking find there.
Kemp gonna Glover.
Glover likes that step back jumper, doesn't he?
He can create as well as anybody.
Absolutely. And number 12, Chase Seibert there, disagreeing with the call. Looked like probably got the hand or wrist of Glover as Glover connects with the first free throw. Oh, and he was attempting a three-pointer too. I couldn't tell from my angle there. So 2 for 2 and 3 for 3.
There we go. That's probably not something you want to do if you're a Ravenwood Raptor fan.
Not with that young man with 77% from the foul line. As the Rebels have taken back that lead.
So quick shot Raptors out of bounds. Going to maintain possession though. Gaynor's going to let it fly again. Off the mark, Glover on a quick transition here. Thurman, the big fella, send it in.
Wow. And one. I almost thought Gaynor had his feet set, Paul.
It was going to be close. You got to give Gaynor credit just for hanging in there.
No, absolutely. 100%. See if Thurman can extend this Rebel lead.
Well, nope.
Unable to connect. Trevor Andrews back in the game for the Raptors.
Down in the corner.
Gaynor begging for it there in the perimeter, gets it.
Wow. Like 2 or 3 they couldn't just buy right there.
Almost looked like Chapman down low had an easy pop-up and easy money once again for Mr. Glover from the outside. And that's going to force the Raptors to call a timeout.
Well, Ravenwood 17, Reese Glover 16. Glover 16 points already.
That is absolutely outstanding. It's like the talent in high school basketball has gotten so much better since I was there, and just being able to see it, it's great. And that young man, do we know if he's getting any offers for the next level?
Reese Glover will be attending Missouri State. I think it's Missouri State. It's a Division II school.
Yeah, the Bears.
Sure, if you say so.
Missouri. I think they're they're D1 actually. I'm pretty sure.
I was told.
If I'm thinking of the same Missouri State.
Who knows? Who knows?
They're the same color as Franklin. They're the same
right?
color as the Rebels. I know that. Regardless.
Either way,
great.
He's playing at the next level.
That's awesome. Great for him. Now, is he the only one on the Rebels that's doing that?
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Hainsworth, what his future plans hold.
Yeah, with football hanging in the balance as well.
Yeah.
Pretty senior-ridden is that Rebels team. Nice rebound by Hainsworth.
That's why they lead the district. Here comes Glover. So here we go. Kemp now up top. Glover on the wing.
It looks like the game plan is to try to isolate Glover in some sort of fashion. Nice move by Kemp.
Yeah.
Franklin's starting to pull away a little bit. Ravenwood's got a little cold the last few minutes, Paul.
26-17. Oh, and Thurman.
Good ball movement, good draw of the foul there by Chapman. Not a bad foul by Thurman, though.
No, absolutely not. Now here comes Craig and is this Connor English as well?
Yeah, Connor English. I think Craig has the 2 fouls, correct?
Yeah,
That's why he's been out so long.
Yeah,
definitely missed his height presence down low.
I think you're exactly right. He definitely played a role early in the game.
Chapman 2 for 2 at the line to bring Ravenwood to back to 7. Nice play.
Yeah, nice pass, Kemp to Thurman. You're right. Those guys are sophomores. Probably going to happen a lot in the next couple of years.
Absolutely. Kemp's shown that he has great vision, keeping his eyes up the entire possession and able to find Thurman there. Nice fake by English.
That's a great pass as well to get English to open look.
There he is.
Whoa. Nice pass, Hainsworth. Thurman.
Oh, ill-advised pass by English there, looking for.
Kemp to Hainsworth, the big fella.
Once again, Kemp using those eyes to find the open man for an easy bucket.
Gainer in trouble. Quick.
They go get long there on the block.
You know, once you can reverse it against that 1-3-1, you loosen it up a little bit. And so Finley Long kind of maybe out of place. But you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's his first game since
you said it's his first game of the year, right?
First game of the year, yeah. Gainer talking to his teammates and saying, hey, let's go.
Yeah, he's saying, feed me. Good stroke by Gainer, too. Pretty shot.
Too easy.
Oh, my goodness. He didn't even jump. He just flicked the ball up off the glass. What a play by Glover.
Let's see right here what we got.
Looks like it's a line violation on the inbounds.
Well, it's, you know, you hate to see that because the guy handing the ball right there to the guy standing out of bounds should be able to see that. Not the referee up the line, but that's okay. I'm sure it was the correct call, but.
Yeah, and just.
You don't want to upstage the other referee, right?
Right, no, of course, but unforced errors is the last thing that Ravenwood needs right now.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Before this game.
Gainer's in trouble. Kemp going to finish. Oh, that's it, and one. Wow, he got fouled. No call.
And to finish my sentence before this game gets out of hand and get the Rebels on a roll quickly.
Corner. Gainer, nice pass. Good finish by 33.
Great job by Chapman down low. Good find by Gainer as well. Able to answer are the Raptors. Connor Beaven into the game for the first time tonight, 6'4" sophomore, number 20.
Oh.
Almost surprised Glover didn't pop up a jumper there.
Sanchez, I think he was like, hey, man, what are you doing?
I do not think he was expecting that pass at all. Sanchez, the fellow senior, 6'3", down low.
Steal by Breece. Pushed by Glover here up the right-hand side. You got to find him every time there's a transition.
Wonder if
got him in the post here. A little Michael Jordan fadeaway. Sanchez for Franklin going to get the foul.
Yeah, over the back there on the rebound. I was wondering if the Rebels were going to try to wait for the final shot. Granted, there was 35 seconds left to go, so it was a long time, maybe looking for a 2-for-1. But now the same questions possessed for the Raptors to see what they do here on this possession.
So here, as you said it, Ravenwood probably going for one shot here. Down by 8 currently.
See if they try to go to the hot hand, Gainer.
Yeah. There he is, Gainer. Shot, short, Nice block out by Bevan, number 20.
Yeah, great hustle by him.
So here we go, halftime here at Franklin High School. The Franklin Rebels lead the Ravenwood Raptors 34-26. We'll be back with second half action right after this.
Hi, this is Penny. I'm coming to you today from Purr Palace at Williamson County Animal Center. And you know, as the weather turns a little colder, it's never a better time to get a nice cat to keep your toes warm at night. Now, my friend right here is Sherlock. Sherlock is a 8-year-old buff tabby. And it's no mystery to us why Sherlock would be a great pet, because senior pets, we already know their personality, and his personality is a super sweet fella. So come on down and visit with him and all of our animals here at the center. You can read more about them at adoptwcac.org.
Hi, I'm Megan here at Williamson County Animal Center with Crystal. Crystal is a lab mix who's just over a year old. She is very, very sweet. She loves people of all ages and gets along with everyone she meets. She enjoys playing outside and taking walks, so she also enjoys cuddling up with you like she is right now with me. She's a very sweet girl with a balanced demeanor of energetic and calm. Crystal does do well in a home with other dogs, but she does need a meet and greet if there are any other dogs in the home to make sure that they are a compatible fit. If you have any questions about Crystal or want to come meet her, you can come on by or give us a call.
Welcome back to our WC-TV Game of the Week, the boys game here as the Franklin Rebels lead the Ravenwood Raptors 34-26. Paul Breece along with Parker Hazard here, Franklin High School, for a District 11 AAA matchup as Matt Thurman comes right out of the locker room and puts 2 points on the board.
Silky smooth reverse layup by Big Thurman down there.
And there's Craig, couldn't buy a basket.
Unfortunate miss by Craig, but that's what the Raptors are going to need more of in this second half, especially being down 10 now. You're going to need to work that ball inside and get that significant height mismatch that Craig possesses.
Glover going to take an easy 12-footer.
Yeah, but when that happens right there, it's so hard to guard a pure shooter like Glover.
Yeah. He just stepped in, and Craig, they went through twice, can't buy the basket. Let's see what happens here with Kemp. Goes straight to Hainsworth and number 30.
So, yeah, Reagan Carlson called for the reach around there. I thought that was good defense personally.
Well, Carlson thought the same thing as you.
Well, that's why I'm up here and not down wearing stripes on the floor.
So here we go, Kemp to inbounds. Oh my, got him up. Nice rebound by number 5, Gaynor. How many points was Gaynor have in the first half?
I believe it was 15 points for Gaynor, and then Glover had 18 before that jumper earlier, so that put him to 20. Gaynor was the Raptors' outside shooting presence the first half. Has not seen the ball yet on offense so far in the third quarter.
Well, they went back to Craig right there, and they got caught for the traveling. So 2 missed shots and a turnover by Sterling Craig. Hainsworth going to lay it up and in. Nice assist by Thurman.
Yeah, make that one look easy, Paul.
He Hainsworth right there.
Hainsworth's a big fella, isn't he?
Got great touch. Nice soft hands catching a football as well is pretty good. And there's Gaynor.
There he is. Right on cue for the young man, I think. So that puts him at 18 points now. So he's sticking right with Reese Glover on the point production. Not a lot of movement by the Rebels trying to isolate Glover, but
No, that time they isolated Hainsworth.
I was going to say, but when you're focusing on one guy, there's always another, it seems like, for the Rebels, and they're definitely using that.
And there's another travel by Craig.
Almost thought foul there by Kemp there as the Raptors didn't get back.
Craig had to foul, so tough start for Sterling Craig. And here comes the sub.
Yeah, tough start for him and tough start to the half for the Raptors in whole. That Rebels came out and have not looked to miss any steps or lose any steps, if you will, coming out strong.
And they were the last ones to come out of the locker room. Ravenwood, they were out here about 4 or 5 minutes left shooting it up.
I don't even think Franklin took a shot before this half started.
I think you're right.
They don't have anybody back to rebound the free throw either.
We believe in you, Matt. Matt Thurman hits the second one. Thurman almost check that. Hainsworth almost a steal. There's number 30 right there. Carlson with the 3. Coach Whitlock's going to take a timeout.
Great ball movement there by the Raptors, and Coleman able to execute on that decently open three-pointer, cutting the lead of the Rebels back to 9. And as you said, Coach Whitlock over there with the boys trying to figure something out to get things turned around for them.
Usually if you call a timeout after a made basket, you go straight to maybe a press or a change of defense to see if you get something going on.
Absolutely, and it's kind of like we said earlier, it's hard to kind of pinpoint on Glover when you got the other pieces that Franklin does, with Hainsworth showing us that, and Thurman with the presence down low, and that just shows how good Glover really is, at even being used as a decoy, along with being a pure scorer as well. So we'll see what kind of defense the Raptors are going to go in, as you mentioned. Doesn't look to be any different.
No, Rebels coming out. Hainsworth, they've definitely decided to challenge the inside of the Raptors defense. The interior, Hainsworth going to get fouled. And
yeah, with the body that Hainsworth has, I mean, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
And he's got great movement with the ball and good body position too, and able to control himself usually with the ball. So looking to push.
Oh my, and one.
And one by Mr. Chapman. Coming in for Sterling Craig. And he coming in off the bench for Sterling Craig in the first half, Paul, did really well.
Yeah. Houston, we have a problem. Houston Chapman. Going to try to finish the and one and just short.
Got to make those free throws.
Yeah, and especially against good teams like Franklin.
Coleman, Garden, Glover real close here. Oh, errant pass from Ravenwood.
I believe that's Gaynor on the foul.
Yeah, Gaynor trying to set his feet again for that charge, and didn't get set in time.
Coach Whitlock for the Raptors beside himself on it. He didn't think that was the case.
Once again, no Rebels down to rebound the foul shot. None needed.
Oh, so Bevan in for Thurman.
Bevan, the sophomore forward, coming in for him.
Well, that's a nice play.
Nice move.
So Ravenwood hanging around. And a nice block by Siebert on Glover.
Siebert getting the nice shot down on the other end and coming back and doing a defensive stop on his own there.
Yeah,
good cut by Glover and pass by Hainsworth as well. Just a better defensive stand by the Raptors so far. And able to come up with it. Here they go.
Well,
we see Long there able
Chapman,
to tip it to Hainsworth there for the rebound. That is just Mr. Glover. Mr. 2000, I think they're calling him here in Franklin now, right?
So Franklin up 11, 47-36. We have 3 minutes, 6 seconds here in the third quarter. Earlier on game one, the Lady Raptors defeated the Lady Rebels in our girls game of the week, 41-28, I believe.
Sounds about right. The Lady Raptors came out of the locker room at halftime after a slow start from both teams, 12-11 at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. Came out and just kept the foot on the pedal and kind of put the foot on the throat of the Lady Rebels there towards the end and pulled away. And a great win for Coach Harris and the Lady Raptors. Finally showing what they can do with a healthy roster.
Absolutely. It's almost one of those teams you don't want to play in February.
Exactly right.
So.
And we know the home team here. You wouldn't want to play in February, but no. I think the Raptors, the Raptor guys, man, they're showing some grit and good plays so far in this game against a very, very tough Rebels team, and they're not going away.
But they definitely don't need to trade baskets. They got to get a defensive stop.
Absolutely.
So. Nice pass, nice look, Chapman
off the bench has been a key asset to the inside for the Raptors as they were able to beat that 1-3-1 zone.
So Kemp setting things up. Now you got no Reese Glover in the game. You got no Hainsworth in the game. Thurman missed it, so.
Oh, they're calling Kemp on the foul there.
Wow.
Great defense by Kemp. But you're right, Paul. The Raptors need to take advantage of
absolutely.
those pieces being on the bench for the Rebels right now.
I guess Coach Whitlock said, hey, their big guys are out. I'm going to take Gaynor out.
Yeah, Gaynor and Trevor Andrews, both starters, taking a rest.
No way.
Oh, they're saying that went off on the Raptors. Looked like Glover got away, or Glover got away with one there. Excuse me, McGraw, number 12.
Yeah.
McGraw got away with one there.
Couple of questionable calls, but hey, all evens out, right?
Right, exactly.
Kemp going to take it. In and out. Thurman, the big fella, cleaning it up. There's our first sighting right here, number 4, Daniel. Oh, help me out. I left my glasses.
I would say Daniel Niter.
Niter, okay.
First time in the game, yeah. And he has a brother, number 2, Josh Niter, as well in the team.
Okay, here we go. Bevan into Thurman. They're going. Thurman cannot make it.
Good rebound by Chapman.
Wow. Smooth. Siebert.
All the way. Had no intentions of getting that ball up.
He was not giving it up for sure. So inside 10.
It's like Kemp's going to get the go ahead.
I believe he's going to get fouled by number 4, Niter. 49 and a half seconds left in the third quarter. And
So
Bruce Hainsworth and Glover back in. See if they can get a score right here. Glover down there trapped in the corner. There we go.
Going inside. Great defense by Chapman.
Gaynor. Short. Pass. He called it English.
Good awareness by Connor.
Cuts it to 7. Holy mackerel.
And this game is not disappointing, Paul, at all by any means. Glover looking for that last shot.
It's only one shot. Here he comes. Nope. McGraw.
Great job by McGraw. Able to be there on the miss, had plenty of time to put it back up.
Wow. That is a killer to the Raptors. But here we go into the third quarter. Rebels 51, Raptors 42. Paul Breece, Parker Hazard here. Franklin High School, as it is still, I mean, you felt like Franklin's been in control, but Ravenwood's definitely not out of it.
They're not going away, Paul, and I think that the penetration on the offense that they started doing and kicking it out, what was working and was able to produce some points, and the presence of Chapman, number 33, coming off the bench, he has he's done really well on the boards on defense and on offense, and I think that he should definitely see some more playing time here in the fourth quarter. But, like we said, I mean, 9 points. 9 points is not an insurmountable lead, and the Raptors are just going to have to hold on to the ball and not turn it over.
Yeah.
And with 5 fouls, they really don't want to put a good free throw shooting team in the Rebels at the line.
A turnover by Connor English, the sophomore.
I might have jinxed them by mentioning turnovers. And McGraw running the point.
McGraw for three. Got it.
Bottom.
He's got 5 on the night. Scored the last 5 points, actually.
Yeah, he's definitely a good presence off the bench. Chapman there.
There's your guy. Blue collar.
I am on the 33 train right now for the Raptors. I'm very impressed with that young man answering the bell to a very tough inside of the Rebels team.
Hainsworth counted him one off the offensive board.
as I mentioned, great job by the big fellow.
Hainsworth on the miss.
Good box out by Carlson.
12. 12 is the lead by the Rebels. And knocked out by Hainsworth.
English going to take a rest for the Raptors as Andrews coming back in the game. Who was that on?
Moving screen, I believe.
It's like they got Chapman on that one. That's number 3. Franklin's going to be shooting 1-and-1s from here on out, Paul.
Well, if you're a Raptors fan, that's a bad sign because Hainsworth, they're going to him every time. Starting to heat up.
Absolutely. Great body position by Hainsworth, able to finish fairly easily down low.
Gaynor says, don't forget about me.
Once again, money for Mr. Gaynor. Had a little step back 3 of his own there.
Turnover. Gaynor now. Quick shot. Gaynor got it.
Why not?
Cut it to 8. The Rex Gaynor show has come to Franklin.
Had the steal and the 3. Great play by the young man there. And the Raptors have life. Plenty of it.
So here they come after the timeout. Now, you've talked about it a lot, Parker, is can the Raptors get a stop to cut into the lead?
Yeah, that's the big question. And I was just about to mention we haven't seen Kemp very much this quarter, and as he's coming out to the court right now. And another weapon that the Rebels have. And the Raptors on defense are looking a little smaller of a lineup, trying to get some points on the board. So that defensive stop question is the biggest one of the game right now.
Look for Kemp and Glover to see if they can find Hainsworth in the post. Or just step back and shoot a 3.
It's that 1-2 punch, number 3 and number 4. Seem to work really well together.
25 for Glover. Uh-oh.
Another giveaway. Can't do that if you're the Raptors. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh, calling a charge on Glover. Lowered his shoulder a little bit there. That's only his first foul as well, Paul. That's
no way.
That's impressive.
Oh, my. They almost went to sleep.
And it seemed like they kind of lulled the ball down the court on that possession so far, Paul. And,
Yeah.
I mean, just under 5 minutes to go, need a little bit more urgency.
One more. Couldn't find Gaynor in the corner. There he is. They found him. And it's blocked that time.
Long with the big block. There's your man you spoke of earlier, Paul. Big defensive presence, and he's proven you correct. Gaynor unable to get that foul call.
Nope.
Good defense by Thurman.
Oh, my. Here comes Hainsworth with the screen. I'm glad. Oh, Gaynor picked it. Will he challenge?
I think Kemp had an errant dribble there, and Gaynor was able to capitalize off of it, but kind of was unable to hit the brakes there in the lane.
Well, turnover by Raptors.
They're trying to find Andrews down low in that cut, and Hainsworth and Thurman both were able to get in the way of that pass. It's like the Rebels are using some of the clock, Paul.
Yeah, Coach Joyce barking out the orders. Let's see if they decide to go inside with Thurman. Oh, backside. Smart play.
Chapman almost, Carlson almost able to pick off the ball there.
Hey, Coach Joynes and the Rebels going to call a 30-second timeout. So, even though it's an 11-point game, still kind of feels like the Raptors have a shot.
And the way they've been playing, Paul, I honestly felt like it seems closer than 11 points, just of how hard they're playing and staying with Franklin. Just the unforced errors and personal turnovers is the only thing that's keeping the Rebels so far ahead, I believe.
Well,
and the 7 3-pointers by the Rebels don't help the Raptors cause at all either.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, 61-50 here. 3:46 here in the fourth quarter. Paul Breece, Parker Hazard here. WC-TV Game of the Week.
A little bit higher of a score than back in December.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. 43-41 with the final. You get more time to practice, put in a little more stuff, and somehow you get open looks.
And that was fairly early in the season as well. And both teams, obviously, as we can see, have improved, as you mentioned.
Absolutely. Andrews on the foul for the Raptors. Now, we talked about being in the bonus. Franklin going to shoot free throws here on out. Bad sign for the Raptors. Franklin's only fouled 3 times. I would think part of that being the 1-3-1 defense.
Absolutely, and this man at the line right now is the last person the Raptors want to foul, with 83% from the foul line all year so far for Reed Kemp. The starting 5 of the Rebels are all 62% or higher from the free throw strike, which is very respectable.
What is Reese Glover? Do you have his free throw percentage?
His free throw percentage is 77%, and 49% from the field. And 39% from three-point range, and that's impressive as well.
Absolutely.
I'd like to know Rex Gaynor's stats or averages, because the way he's playing tonight, I'm sure that they're pretty high as well.
There's a kiss off the glass by 30 for Ravenwood. Carlson.
And Ravenwood showing a little bit of pressure. Kemp able to sneak through it. Oh, boy.
Step back three. No.
I think the roof would have blown off this building if he had made that after that move, Paul.
Still a glimmer of hope even after the steal. And
Turnovers.
Coach Joyne's going to call a timeout. So what turned out to be a fast first half is kind of slowed down here in the second half.
Yeah, not as many substitutions on the Rebel side this half either, especially here in the fourth quarter. So maybe trying to get a few breathers in for his guys as Coach Joynes. Looks like the same five for both teams coming back out.
So here we go, 2:48 here, fourth quarter. I think Coach Joynes says, you know what? We're shooting free throws all the way out. Let's take our time here.
Absolutely. I mean, at one point, I don't know, 11-point lead is a little much. Oh, Hainsworth.
Oh, wow.
Hainsworth did not like that call.
I don't think he even touched it. It'll be interesting to see if the Raptors answer.
There's Chapman. Back to my previous point, I didn't know, with now 9 points, when the Raptors will decide to foul.
Oh, and a turnover by Kemp.
Another Kemp dribbling error. See if the Raptors can capitalize. Glover with the poke. This might get interesting here, Paul, just inside 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Each team has 2 fouls. Three-pointer, Carlson.
Robbed by the rim. Ooh.
They're going to foul, give Glover, take him to the line. Foul on Gaynor. Not going to let Glover take the layup there.
No, I wouldn't. And out of the starting 5, well, no, he is 77% from the line. So usually pretty much easy money for him. If I heard correctly, Paul, that's number 4 on Gaynor. And Coach Whitlock has no intentions of putting him on the bench.
Each team has 2 timeouts left. Thurman, huge rebound, got to keep the ball up. Now they're going to call a foul.
Mr. Siebert requesting that was all ball. Good defense on his part, though, regardless. Thurman showing the tenacity to get that offensive rebound.
It's one of these things where you got to get a rebound on on your free throw.
And that's a very low percentage for the offensive team to get that rebound off a free throw, too. So great job by Thurman. Young man's been solid from the line as well.
This is a first look at a semi-press here by the
Gaynor able to.
Yeah, Gaynor answered. So
he was able to get free in the corner.
The Rebels tried to put a press on, and Raptors answered.
Yeah, very interesting decision there by Joynes. Up. 7-point lead. Well, at that time, 10-point lead, showing that press.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like the aggression. Just don't see it very often. especially being the first time that they've shown that look on defense.
Yeah. So here we go. I believe that Ravenwood has one timeout left. But here's the problem. You try to foul Franklin, they're going to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're not. That's a bugaboo if you're the Raptors, because Franklin's just so good on both sides of the ball, and it's doing so well from the free throw line. That's probably the most important aspect to any team, especially when you have a committee of players that are so good from the free throw line. And that's how you win games. That's how you stay ahead towards the end. And so far, that's exactly what they're showing.
Deep pass, Hainsworth. Jordan Breece going to finish with a layup. So out of the timeout, the Raptors failed with that press right there. Very disappointing, I'm sure, Coach Whitlock is.
That was a great job by the Rebels of eluding that and getting an easy score. Siebert able to get his own rebound.
Uh-oh.
Why not?
Yeah, that's a layup for Breece Glover. 29 on the night. Less than a minute to go here.
There's a reason why he's averaging 24
Let's see
and
if
a
he
half
pulls
a
up
game.
and shoots it. Oh, he
It looks like he took an extra step there. Hainsworth trying to finish with the slam.
So, yeah, it looks like they're going to empty the bench. Coach Joyce take a quick timeout. 45 seconds left, 71-57. Next week, Parker, where's our game of the week at?
Game of the week is going to be at Summit, as Summit Spartans are going to be hosting Brentwood. Brentwood coming to town, currently number 2 in the district. I'm not sure how they're doing this evening, but with Franklin winning here, it's going to be an important game for Brentwood and I know for Summit as well.
Yeah. Well, I think it'll
home.
even be, I think it's probably got more in the books for the girls, especially. Brentwood and Summit chasing down Page and Dixon County.
Yeah, absolutely. Going into tonight, Brentwood has one game on Summit at 6-3, Summit being at 5-3. So depending on how they did tonight in their respective games, that could, like you said, be a very interesting matchup and pivotal game for both teams.
So a new host of Rebel players entering the game with 38 seconds left.
And Ravenwood, moving to 6-4 after the win over the Lady Rebels tonight, makes that game against Brentwood and Summit next week even more important. Tight race there in the middle of the pack of the district. Everyone chasing Page and Dixon, who came into this evening 8-1. Good programs in their respective schools.
Second one, rebound.
Unable to hit both.
New players in the game. The benches are empty. Mason Jones, sophomore center. That's Aiden Smiley. Sanchez, McGraw.
McGraw's had a good game off the bench tonight for the Rebels. Looks like they're just going to hold up.
And that's going to do it.
Good sportsmanship by the Rebels.
Well, absolutely. A good night here at Franklin High School as you see the victorious Franklin Rebels 71 and the Ravenwood Raptors 57. And our WC-TV Game of the Week for Paul Breece and Parker Hazard. We'll see you next week at Summit High School on our WC-TV Game of the Week.